Okay, our next session of today's class is about immunity, immune system, and vaccination. So, in this topic, we would come to know what is immunity, how immune system works, and what is the importance of vaccination in animals. First of all, the immune system basically is, we can say that several lines of defense in fighting different diseases, or in other words, physical barriers that keep pathogens out of the body. For example, mucous membranes, they secrete viscous water substance that trap and destroy bacteria and viruses. So this is the first, we can say that line where different microorganisms are being fought with. First line of defense. So, for example, nostrils, even in animals, in humans, they are lined with hairs that attract particles, and they harbor germs before they can even enter into the body. Other systems which are greatest avenue for the entry of microorganisms in the body are digestive and respiratory systems. For example, I would say, quote an example, as we already know that anthrax is a bacterial disease, but these bacteria in the form of spores can survive or can live in the soil for almost 20 years. So when this soil gets into the food or feed of the animal or human being, um, definitely, especially in animals, anthrax, Bacillus anthracis are will get activated. The spores will start to germinate in the body, and the animals will become again sick with this anthrax disease. So this is a very good example of how these microorganisms can enter into digestive and respiratory systems of the animals. This was the first line of defense. Second line of defense includes white blood cells, red blood cells. The red, they carry oxygen and other nutrients to other body cells, or we can say the red blood cells are fuel trucks for other type of cells or of the body. Blood cells are produced in the bone marrow. This is very important. They are produced in the bone marrow, but then they circulate through the body to get rid of dead and worn out cells. They are also called as trash trucks. As red blood cells are fuel trucks and they are trash trucks. They basically have a function of removing the dead and worn out cells from the body. That is why they are known as trash trucks. There are some phenomena. We already know that phagocytosis and pinocytosis in the body regarding cells, physiology of the cells. Phagocytose, phagocytes. White blood cells are, there are some type of cells that intercept and destroy pathogens, and they are known as soldiers. So phagocytes are basically soldiers. They destroy the pathogens. They also migrate to certain organs and remain there to intercept pathogens. So phagocytes, if anytime if you hear the sound of phagocytes, they are a type of white blood cells and are soldier cells which reach to or migrate to the certain organs and remain there to intercept the pathogens. And how they attack on the pathogens or how they control the pathogens, there are two different ways. Or we can say the approach of the phagocytes is that they release chemicals that can induce the production of more white blood cells to help fight disease. So phagocytes basically they release some sort of chemicals which induces the production of more white blood cells to help fight the disease. Also, an elevated WBC count indicates that there are disease organisms which are present in the animal's body, and a large number of phagocytes have been produced to combat them. And definitely, when there is an elevation in white blood cell count in the blood, it is an indication that animal is not healthy. So we can also detect by using test CBC, complete blood count, for animals, and we can determine whether the animal is healthy or diseased. Then we already all know that there is another parallel system for immunity in the body, and that system is known as lymphatic system. Lymphatic system is also present in all over the body at different locations, and lymph nodes are present at specific locations of the body. uh, Lymph, basically lymph glands, they produce certain white blood cells. Basically lymphocytes are also kind of white blood cells which are produced by these lymph glands. They also come into the category of white blood cells. So lymphocytes are those cells, certain white blood cells that I mean, they are produced, lymphocytes are produced by lymph glands. These cells react to foreign substance by releasing chemicals that kill the pathogen or inactivate the foreign substance. So we have two mechanisms for fighting the germs. The first one was phagocytes. That means they release chemicals and induce the production of white blood cells, for more white blood cells, and they again, I mean, accumulate, or they start to prepare or create or develop an army of soldiers against these antigens. I would like to say. Lymph glands basically that produce certain white blood cells. These lymphocytes, they release chemicals, and these chemicals have killing effects on the foreign substances or foreign objects. Let's see this terminology, antigens. Those, all those substances that cause the release of different lymphokines, they are known as antigens. These, and what can be the antigens? Antigens can be viruses, these can be bacteria, these can be some chemicals, or some other substances which for which the body gets reactive and start to produce white blood cells. So antigen is a very broad term which is used for disease causing factor or organism. Antibodies. In response to these antigens, lymphocytes, they start to produce chemicals, and these are released by the chemicals released by lymphocytes. They act as antibodies. They act as antibodies, and these antibodies help fight the disease in animals. Second, immune response is very important for a disease, especially when this condition persists for a longer duration of time. Second immune response is known as lymphocytes becomes memory cells. So memory cells are basically lymphocytes. How and why they are known as or called as memory cells? Because this they are they memorize the pattern to fight against these and the specific antigens, and whenever the same disease will come into the or attacks on the organism or host organisms, these lymphocytes, they start to react, they start to kill or to release the antibody if the antigen enters the body at a later time or later period of time. Second, immune response basically is much more quicker, because the lymphocytes, they become memory cells and they remember how to counter attack the disease that was previously prevalent in the animals. And moreover, this second immune response, it lasts longer than primary response. So immunity means that an animal is protected from catching a certain disease. Animal's body is capable of producing enough antibodies fast enough to neutralize the disease. Definitely, whenever antigen enters into the body, an equal and opposite force, that is antibodies, will be established or developed by the body. If it's a second time the same antigen is attacking on the body, the lymphocytes will quickly respond to the situation, and this situation of counter attacking will be persistent for a longer period of time as compared to the previous attack. In animals are born with some immunity. Here this point is very important. Whenever a calf is born, a child or kid is born, they have a maternal immunity. Why it is called as maternal immunity? Because only the sperm cell, the head of the sperm enters into the ova, and ova has all the parts of the cells, while sperm only has its head, and its other cellular parts are removed before the fertilization or before entering into the ova. That is why the majority of the we normally call it a maternal immunity. Colostrum. Colostrum basically is also a type of milk which is being produced by a newly calved animal or parturited animal. For example, a cattle just gave birth to a calf. It starts to produce milk, and that milk is known as colostrum. And this colostrum is rich in antibodies and is very much effective against different diseases. If the calf start to get milk from its dam, it will be immunized against different diseases for about 4 to 6 months. And what is the purpose of this maternal immunity is that the new animal will get help from this kind of colostrum, because they do not have their own immune system. In order to stabilize the newly born calves, they will start to develop their own immune system. But for that duration, until its new immune system or parallel system is developed, this colostrum will help because it contains a lot of antibodies. So immunity basically can be active or passive. Active immunity means its animal is more or less permanently immune. But in case of passive, animal is only temporarily immune. Uh, as the animal is exposed to more antigens, antibodies are built up within the animal, and that is also known as naturally acquired active immunity. That results from the animal actually contracting the disease and recovering. Especially, I would just simply give an example of this COVID-19 pandemic situation, where healthy individual, when they get infected with this COVID-19, they start to develop antibodies in their body, and a virus is acting as antigen. Ultimately, after 8 to 14 days, the healthy, basically those individuals which are not over 50 years, which do not have any immunity related disease, they start to recover and their immunity. And also they are immune against COVID-19 disease for about 6 months. And because if the same antigen will attack on the host body, it will produce very quickly the antibodies against this antigens. Artificial active immunity basically is induced by injecting antigens into the animal. for fighting this artificial active immunity, phagocytes they react without making the animal seriously ill. Most of the time, if you may have observed some infants, when they get immunized, they get some vaccine for some disease, for a very short period of time they get milder disease condition, for example mild fever. So that is the response of phagocytes, basically, that heightens or increases the body temperature of the host. So, artificial active immunity basically is because of it can be produced with the help of live organisms, disease-causing organism. We can use killed or weakened strains of different microorganisms. Both these they stimulate the production of antibodies. Killed are basically less dangerous than live vaccine. It is very normal and logical to think that killed are less dangerous than live vaccine, but because there are chances for live or microorganisms to cause a higher level of damage to the body. So these were some basic points regarding immune system, immunity, and vaccination. Vaccination is very important. Why the world is now struggling to manufacture vaccine against COVID-19? Because still many countries have conducted some different trials by making some different types of vaccines against COVID-19, but only a few countries got success against this microorganism, this virus. So that is it for today. Um, Now the session is open for question and answers. You can ask me questions. Yes, Muhammad Hassan, please, you can ask me a question about, because you have raised your hand. Hamood,
Assalamualaikum,
only,
sir.
yes, walaikum assalam. Only one question for everybody. If you want to ask
सर
question,
सर
yes.
ये बता दें सेक्शन ए वालों का या बी वालों का है?
ये सेक्शन दोनों वालों का है.
थैंक यू.
Sir, with due respect, I have a request on behalf of more than half of our class. Sir, kindly switch